The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns open the lead up to 34-0. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Like 22, he's coming.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Moore.
To be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Mayfield off the play fake.
Open man, here's Schwartz, complete.
It's a gain of 35.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mayfield. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are pouring it on. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? There he goes, right side. The 30, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get 1 score closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the gun, Mayfield. Out quickly to Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Wild Bill.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Run. Go. 43 is the mic. Squeeze, double.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well-read because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They'll run with Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. They go play action. Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On to stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than...